Chery is going shark hunting with this, the brand's first dual cab ute. We don't have a name for now, but its code name is KP31, and it's coming to showrooms by the end of 2026 with diesel plug-in hybrid power ahead of a petrol plug-in version next year. This one's just a concept for now, but we can tell you what it looks like, talk about what's going to power it, and of course, tell you a bit more of what we know so far ahead of its showroom arrival by the end of this year. Now, as you can see by the blacked out windows and the pretty chunky off-road tyres on this car, this is just a concept for now. It is very much for looks only, but it is an indicator of what this car will look like in its production form or thereabouts. Don't have a name for this car just yet. The code name is KP31. Whether it gets a name like Shark or Tasman or something alphanumeric, we'll find out in due course. Arrival timing for this is the fourth quarter of 2026 with diesel plug-in hybrid power ahead of a petrol plug-in hybrid in the new year to go head-to-head with the Shark and the Canon Alpha. Now, Chery has already revealed a dual cab ute in China. It's called the Himmler. Yes, that is an awkward name, but it's not just for that reason that it won't be offered in Australia. This car here is a much tougher, a much bolder proposition that I think will work better for Aussie buyers. Up front, from the straight dead ahead view, you can see very Ford Bronco, or perhaps Tank 300 in the styling. Cool sort of circular headlights here, massive Chery branding across the front, and obviously quite a bold and quite a purposeful silhouette and the way some of the surfacing is done on the body. Relatively chunky bumper down here. Of course, this is just a concept and that may change for the final car that comes to showrooms. Now, this is obviously a concept to start with. As you can see, it is tricked out in a lot of accessories. Big all-terrain tyres with different wheels, obviously rock sliders, snorkel there as well. But the shape and the profile of the car is very boxy. A bit of BYD Shark, a bit of Ford Ranger, a bit of many other utes on the market these days. But it is still, I think, an attractive vehicle overall and not generic like perhaps the Himmler was that we have seen in China. Now, this being a design study, we can't crawl under the car because there simply isn't anything to show you down there in terms of the suspension and the way the car is built. What things we can see though, up front we have coil spring front suspension. At the back, we expect there'll be leaf springs on diesel models, perhaps a bit different on the petrols, and no word on if that's an independent rear or a solid axle. The petrol models may be a little bit different. Now, in terms of the back, forgive the slightly awkward angle back here. As you can see, big Chery script on this tailgate here. Sort of Isuzu D-Max style lights. I suppose they look like many other utes on the market, as well as a step in the back of the rear bumper, as popularized by the Ford Ranger. Now, in terms of the capabilities of this ute, there aren't firm details just yet, but Chery says it will have a 1,000 kilo payload in the back of this tub, as well as 3.5 ton towing down there on the tow ball on production versions, of course. What that means for things like GVM and GCMs and things like that, we'll have to wait until closer to launch. But at least on paper, it does look more like a Ranger or a Hilux in terms of its capability, rather than a 1.5 litre Shark 6. Now, I'd love to show you what's inside this car, but based on the embargoes and the way Chery is staggering this launch, I can't show you that just yet, but we will be able to at some point in the future. So do head to Drive.com.au, link in the description down below. Stay tuned for updates when they become available. Now, in terms of the powertrain in this car, there are still a lot of questions to be answered, but we can say a few things so far. Launching in 2026 will be a diesel plug-in hybrid in this car, 2.5 litre 4-cylinder engine, or so we expect from the Chery ute, matched with some combination of electric motors to give you a plug-in hybrid powertrain, but also the response that you expect of a diesel engine. Chery executives tell us that it will give us the benefits of a diesel. So expect this to be a bit more off-road capable than a Shark 6 and have that engine do more of the work in terms of driving the wheels than what you get in the BYD. There are mechanical differentials front and rear that you will be able to lock, which is similar to something like a GWM Canon Alpha. But again, the specifics of the driveline are still yet to be confirmed. Coming in 2027 is the petrol plug-in hybrid model. We know less about that. They expect that to be more of a highway tourer, more of a city-focused car than the diesel, which is going to be focused on towing, long-distance driving, and more of that hard work, ute-focused stuff. So there you have it, our first look at the new Chery ute. There's a lot we still don't know about this car, but the first impressions we have got are promising. It looks good. There's plenty of interest in that plug-in hybrid powertrain with a diesel engine in particular. It's going to be a really interesting thing to drive and see what it's like off-road, on-road, with a trailer attached, and of course, everything you want a dual cab ute to do. If you enjoyed this video, why not give us a like? And of course, to read everything you need to know about this car, head to drive.com.au at the link down below.